Now, it's emerged that the company in charge of organising Edinburgh's Hogmanay celebrations threatened not once, not twice, but 3 times to pull the plug on the event. A series of emails released under Freedom of Information laws have shed new light on the strained relationship between Underbelly and the City Council. The Evening News reporter Conor Matchett broke the story and joins me now. Conor, morning to you.
Good morning.
What do these emails tell us then?
So the crucial thing to remember about all of these emails is this goes back to the National Galleries of Scotland announcing that they were going to do a lot of work to East Princess Street Gardens back in 2016. That's the start of all of this. Essentially, what's come about from that is 4 years of prevaricating from the council's side on what they were going to do with the Christmas market, which, as you know, if you live in Edinburgh, is in East Princess Street Gardens every year, followed by Underbelly's brinkmanship and basically them saying to the council, listen, if you don't act, if you don't agree to our terms and conditions about how this market looks, what it's going to be and how big it's going to be and how much money we're going to be able to make out of it, it's not going to happen.
And I understand there'll be more revelations today.
There are indeed. So today, it's already out in the papers this morning. So if people want to read it, please feel free to go out and buy one. But today, we're basically talking about how there was a lot of social media chatter around early November about pictures that showed the scaffold structure that held up the Christmas market potentially being unsafe. There were concerns over the use of small pieces of wood propping up this massive scaffolding structure in the gardens. At the time, I reported on these concerns and was told by both the council and Underbelly that they were safe, that they were compliant and all was well. Today we report that in these emails that we've had through, that there were internal council concerns over the safety of this structure that weren't made public despite being CC'd into the Director of Comms, and that was on the same day that we reported public reassurances. In fact, the safety concerns were so serious that they were still in place and still concerning the council up until a day before the market opened on the 16th of November.
Well, I mean, it's been an interesting story, hasn't it? I mean, what do your readers tell you about, how they feel about it, how they feel about Underbelly or indeed Edinburgh City Council and the relationship between the two?
It's pretty universal, sadly, for both the council and Underbelly. There's the odd voice of support saying that this is pretty standard, discussion between contractor and contract holder. However, readers are absolutely fed up to the back teeth of Underbelly and of the council, and they view this as a symptom of the poor management of the city that they see day in, day out. People look at the Christmas market, they look at the state of East Princess Street Gardens. It's a mud bath at the moment. The Noorloch basically turned up again the other day after the rain, after the Christmas market kind of left it in a tip. And people are just fed up about having their city taken over by what is now a very commercialised event in the city centre. Both Hogmanay and Edinburgh's Christmas last for days. They impact people who live in the city centre for days, and people want it to stop.
Yeah, but they must bring in a lot of money into the city as well, surely.
Well, the question with that is that we don't know. We know that there is an economic impact assessment that says that it brings in £42 million to the city, but we don't know what the actual financial benefit is to the council, for example. Underbelly won't tell us how much money they make from it. The council so far haven't told us. And the actual monetary benefit of this is hidden away in these economic assessments that frankly are all a bit woolly and don't really have much hard and fast say.
OK, interesting. Well, thanks very much for telling us about it this morning. That's the Evening News reporter Conor Matchett there. 22 minutes past 7.